Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a Gallantmon red deck profile for you guys today. This is a very fun and pretty budget-friendly deck when it comes to the English 1.0 format. Tons of really cool cards, lots of removal things like Gallantmon, Volcanic Dramon, Terraforce, War Growlmon, and just lots of really fun cards. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for the rookies, I am playing starter deck Agumon at 4. This is always a really good effect, having extra 1000 on your Gallantmon or your Volcanic Dramon or anything, maybe like a War Growlmon or something, is a really handy effect, as well as essentially 4 more copies you are playing for Guillaumon. This has the same effect where you're gaining 1000, except the only stipulation is that you need 5 or more cards in your opponent's trash, which is not like too difficult, especially because you are playing so many removal cards, and if you're playing something like purple, you can pretty much always use this effect. And then the last rookies I've got here are 4 Monodramon, because he is only a 2 to play, very low cost. This helps you manage your memory very well and lock your opponent out if they're not using any tamers, as well as 2 of the Agumon, where when you play them, you get to reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and add one of those tamers amongst the revealed cards to your hand. So I'm not playing too many tamers in this deck, so you're not going to like resolves all the time, hence why I'm only playing 2, but he is still a nice effect to have regardless. Then for the champions, again, a standard lineup, playing 4 of your blocker Cordramon. This is from the starter deck. It's a really solid card. Of course, you always need 4 blockers, as well as 4 starter deck Greymon. Security attack +1 is an insane effect, and having this as well as your other, security boosting effects makes your megas hit very hard and can end the game really quickly. And then you got 4 Dark Tyrannomon. Dark Tyrannomon is awesome because he is a very low cost champion, only 1 to Digivolve, helps you conserve your memory, and helps you build up to your big plays with the Gallantmon. In a similar principle, I'm playing 4 Groundramon. I'm a really huge fan of these low-cost ultimates. Not only is he a 2 to Digivolve, right? He's the same Digivolution cost as a champion, but he's also a 5 to play. So you could sometimes, if your opponent gives you enough memory, you can straight up go Groundramon Gallantmon or Groundramon Volcanic Dramon and just set up a very powerful Digimon without using too much memory. Now, I've got 4 War Growlmon. You don't necessarily have to play 4 of this card. I've also seen people play, the Metal Tyrannomon with 10,000. That's a pretty solid choice. The guy's really strong, as well as the BT1 Metal Greymon, where whenever you attack, you get to gain 3 and then memory, and then you lose 3 memory at the end of the turn, which helps you actually, set up Gallantmon and attack in the same turn. So you definitely don't need to play 4 of this. I just like his effect because getting rid of something with 3,000 for free, if you do happen to have Red Taichi on the field, is pretty nice. And his, his inherited effect just helps you get even more attack or DP on your Digimon. So then for the Megas, I'm only playing 7. I am playing 3 Volcanic Dramon. He is great to Digivolve. Of course, he's a 3 cost, but he gets that security attack +1. But, of course, when you play him, he does have that effect where you get to destroy any and all Digimon with 4000 DP or lower on your opponent's side of the field. So this really puts a stop to rookie rush strategies, and it helps you control the board, and sometimes you can just drop a Volcanic Dramon without your opponent expecting it and just OTK them the next turn. Then we've got 4 Gallantmon. Gallantmon is a very interesting card, does require a little bit of setup to use his full potential. First of all, if you do have a red tamer, and you Digivolve him, you get to destroy anything with 6,000 or less. So that 6,000 threshold is very good because that includes every a main blocker for every color, as well as a lot of level 5s, to be honest. So that's a very solid effect. And then for every 10 cards in your opponent's trash, you get to discard one of your opponent's security whenever you're attacking. So if you have something like starter deck Greymon underneath him, giving him security attack +1, and then he's already trashing other cards, that's 3 cards gone with 1 attack. So this card, while it is costly, while it is a little bit slow, it can produce results. We've seen Gallantmon, Red Gallantmon, be successful in the Digimon TCG so far. I believe True Champion Steven topped an event with this not too long ago, as well as the Digibros. One of the Digibros was playing this deck, and it is a lot of fun. Now, I'm not actually playing Omnimon in this deck, just because I know there's a lot of people who, don't want to spend too much on this game, or, want to build decks on the budget side, and Omnimon is going to be a very expensive card, and I think this is still a pretty solid deck even without that card. So then for the Digi-Eggs, I'm playing, the only 2 Digi-Eggs we have access to, being actually, well, there is one more, but I think that's Babydamon or something. Anyways, I'm playing 4 Yokomon because you can oftentimes get that 1000 boost, as well as 1 Koromon in case you, run out of eggs or you just want a 5th egg. And then for the option cards and tamers, now this is a very interesting option card lineup. I am playing, of course, two Taichi, the Taichi that gives you security attack +1 on any of your red Digimon with 4 more sources. So when you do, build up from one of your eggs all the way up to Gallantmon or Volcanic Dramon, this can be a very devastating card, especially if you have something like Greymon underneath. That's already 2 extra security attacks, and then maybe you'll check 4 cards with this Volcanic Dramon or something like that. And then just one more tie, because the 2 cost is nice, but I don't really want to see this card too often. You could definitely make room for more Tamers, but I wanted to keep this monster lineup the same because I think it's pretty consistent. And now for the option cards, I am only playing 3 Terraforce. You could absolutely play 4. I just wanted to make room for some of these like lesser known and like still pretty cool option cards. So we've got, of course, Terraforce. Destroy one of your opponent's Digimon, always a very solid effect, and its security effect is fantastic. Get to play that card for free. And now we got Wingblade, or I believe it's Shadow Wing officially in English. Now it's only a 1 cost, giving your Digimon 3,000 more DP is pretty handy effect. It can make War Growlmon 11,000, it can make Gallantmon 14,000, and if you have any of these other cards, these can run over an Omnimon sometimes. So that effect is pretty nice, but mainly I'm using this because of its security effect. Its security effect has that ability to give all of your Digimon, every single Digimon on your field, security attack +1 for the remainder of your next turn. So right, if your opponent's attacking, they run into this. Now they're in a tight spot because every single thing on your side of the field gets 1 extra check. So that can be a game ender. That can be a very unexpected card for your opponent to have to deal with. And I could honestly, I might run more of this card just because it's so cool. But you really don't want to draw it too often. But when you do, its effect is pretty nice. And then you got 1 Radiation Blade here. Doesn't actually have a security effect, but it's another security attack boosting card where 2 of your Digimon get security attack +1. So not just 1, right? If you maybe got a Volcanic Dramon or a Gallantmon and something else, you can give, resolving multiple of these cards, maybe with a Greymon or a Volcanic Dramon or something, you can take out a full stack with just a couple of attacks. So that's, I think these cards are pretty cool, albeit not too widely used. So that is going to be the deck, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions would be helpful, but that is going to be my Gallantmon red deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more Digimon content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.